How to use the power of walking away to quickly move on from a breakup. First of all, you walk away. Whether you dumped the person or they dumped you, you did not try to push things, you didn't try to force things. So first of all, maybe now you are hurting, now you feel like maybe you are regretting, why did you leave that person, why did you dump them, why did you not try to fix things, or why can't you go back and try to fix things or take them back. So to move on from a breakup, the first thing you have to remind yourself is that you walked away, meaning the reason you walked away, you realize you could have stayed if you wanted to, but because you noticed that things were not working out well, there was no need to force things, you decided to call it quits, or they dumped you, but you didn't beg them or you didn't try to force them to love you while you know they don't really love you. So the main thing here now is to remind yourself why you moved on. Why did you walk away? After realizing what made you to walk away is, you must know the human nature. If you have a wound, for example, your arm is broken, for example, the human nature says that by default, you're eventually going to heal. Even if it's so extremely painful at the moment, you are bound to heal. After a month, you won't be hurting like that. That's how it happens, no matter how painful it might be, even if somebody was to cut off your hand. So it's the same with your heart. You are bound to heal. Look at the people whom you have lost before. After some time, you got to heal. But at the moment, I know it can be deceiving. You will feel like maybe to stay forever. You will miss that person forever. That was the only person you could love in that manner. You will forever miss them. You can't imagine them with somebody else. But the human nature says you're gonna heal. So the first thing that you must remind yourself is that don't force yourself and don't wish that you're gonna get back together with that person. Always tell yourself that, okay, there is no more hope. We'll never get back together. Although you wish deep down in your heart that things would work out, only if they could change, remind yourself that most people, they don't change. If you can tell themselves, you convince your heart to believe that most people, even if you feel like getting back together with them, even if they say they're gonna change, most people at times, that's their human nature. That's the reason you broke up with them in the first place. Always remind yourself that even if we get back together, I will always be stressed up because of that behavior. They will always mistreat me, or they'll always keep doing this. So once that is out of the way, now you know, okay, since they won't change and I know I cannot tolerate that behavior, you look at something else, but you still miss them. Time on its own will heal you no matter what. Just know that by default you're going to heal, and the fastest way to do that, you always know, I'm sure you might have heard many times, is to delete their contacts or hide them from all the social media platforms. The more you don't see somebody, the more your memory of them begin to fade away. That's how it happens. Some people it takes a month, some is 2 months, but it depends on who you are. But you eventually gonna heal, and that's when you're gonna discover that maybe for you to move on it takes a month or 2 months. Some people it takes weeks, or some it takes days. So remind yourself and believe that you're going to heal by default, and that's what's going to happen. That I'm not just trying to deceive you or anything like that. That's the human nature. You are bound to heal. You are bound to forget, to the point where you even wonder, what were you seeing in that person? What did you love in the first place? You'll even be glad that you moved on. So that's how you use the power of walking away to your advantage. You control the situation. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Share with your loved ones, and remember, mainly, if you're watching for the first time, make sure you subscribe right now and hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload new videos like this. Anything to say? Comment on the description below or on the comment section. And as for me, Ishmael, and your priest, I will see you next time.